is one way to use the Hennessey Hammock as a seat. I like this, did like this a lot. You just take half of it, grab it in the middle, put it in, and you can sit. You can sit and do stuff, you can cook, whittle. There's a lot of cool things you can do with this. You can pop up into it and kind of hang out for a bit. The one problem with this is the ridge line. So the ridge line is up here. I can't go across there. If I'm sitting upright, the ridge line comes right into the back of my neck, and I can't really sit up straight, and I can't lounge backwards. So a while ago, I saw a post on hammockforums.net that talked about modification, putting a connector in here. So I put a connector on a couple of beaners. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I can detach from inside. I can detach the ridge line, and then this whole thing acts like a seat, and I can lounge back. It's really quite nice. You can have the quilt underneath you, so you can kind of lounge in it. You can lay in it. You can actually flip it over with the mosquito netting on the bottom and sleep in it that way. If you like to sleep right out in the open and there's no mosquitoes and gnats for you. So I'm going to bring the camera up here and show you how this ridgeline attachment is done and how I detach this and open up, and then I'll back it off again and show you what it's like to sit in it and being able to lounge in it like that without the ridgeline kind of in your neck. So here's the line. You can see through the netting, right? I've got a beaner. I've got an extra length. For some reason, you need this big extra length. You can't just cut it and then attach it with a couple beaners or whatever. You have to add this length in here. And it took me some while to experiment what that length needed to be. I've just tied it as a couple of bowlines. So I'll show you. I'm gonna undo this, and then the ridge line is gonna flop down. You need to tension up the lines a little bit more, because then the whole hammock just kind of falls down a bit. But once I do that, then I'll show you what that looks like and how I can lounge. So here's the hammock with the ridge line down. So you can see there's no ridge line here at all. See, it's gone way down towards the ground. So what I'll do is, if you sit in it now, it'll just go right to the ground. So I'll tension up the lines a little bit, get this to sit up a little bit higher, and then show you how I can lounge in it. So here you can see I've added a little bit of tension back in. So what you do is take the whole hammock and flip it over. So you got the bottom side. Right? Grab the opposite side, and you're just going to kind of slip into it just like that. And you can lounge back with it. There's no ridge line in your neck, and it's really nice. It feels a lot better. Put a quilt underneath it. You can stay warm if it's too cold. And you can even sleep in it. Just pop in like this. Right, so the mosquito netting's on the bottom, and I got the bottom on the top here. So I can lounge around like this. Mostly I like this to be able to sit up and read, or just watch the lake, or watch the trees go by. So it's a lot more comfortable than just using it as the quickie chair there. And you just got to add in that length. This is about this much length, 6, 7, 8 inches, and it allows you to detach that center line and keep the hammock for sitting in.